everyone, it's Natasha. Thank you so much for stopping by. If you have not subscribed yet, please feel free to hit the subscribe button down below. And don't forget to give me that thumbs up. And if you want to have conversations with me, chill, a little chit chat, or you have questions in regards to what I'm going to talk about today, feel free to do that down below in the comment section. So I know this is kind of like one of those uncomfortable subjects. Not a lot of people really like talking about it because, number one, it's a little bit embarrassing. But what I've noticed when I was pregnant, and of course when you deliver the baby naturally, this is going to be a really, really painful situation that you're going to have. I don't think there is ever a chance that a pregnant person would never get hemorrhoids, and that's why I wanted to do this. I also do remember and gathering info is that there is also a lot of people who've never been pregnant, who are also not women, that also can get hemorrhoids. When I was pregnant, I was told, I think they started to come out around the beginning of my second trimester or in the middle of the second trimester. I'm not really sure what week I was in. What I remember though is that my doctor's office did tell me that every day it's just going to get significantly worse because hemorrhoids are basically like similar to a varicose vein. It's just putting a lot of pressure on us on that specific area, and because you have this fetus that's growing that your body's not used to, and it just keeps on putting pressure on everything because it's expanding. That's why you get hemorrhoids. For other people though that are not pregnant and have gotten hemorrhoids, it could be hereditary. Other things, it just could be diet and possibly just their lifestyle. So it doesn't really matter how you get it. If you get it, you get it. But what I'm gonna let you know is that I have tried, and a lot of people always say this, I have tried a lot of different kind of hemorrhoid stuff, hemorrhoid ointments, hemorrhoid oil, hemorrhoid cream, hemorrhoid gel, like every single thing. I thought that the Nupercano was the best one that I've tried, and it's not that expensive. I can give you a link down below. I'm going to give you a link down below. I've tried that homeopathic one, the Nature something. Now, what I would do is I would use the Nupercano because the Nupercano really does only numb it. It doesn't really get rid of any hemorrhoids. Like it would numb it and kind of soothe it in a way that it's not gonna hurt. But because it's made out of petroleum, it has like that weird texture to that, and you just have to be careful. If not, it really is gonna go through your clothing. The Nature, I forgot the name of it. Nature something Nature. It's like an oil, like an essential oil, because it's made out of essential oils. It tends to help soothe all of that. Does it get rid of it? No. Does it numb it? No. It just helps kind of healing it, I guess. Like it helps prevent bleeding and stuff like that. I don't remember the other ones I've tried. I think I tried Tox. It didn't work. I forgot which one, but it was like $30 one, and then there's a $49 one, and then there was a $50 one. I know I've tried like so many different kinds, and all it really did was numb it. And when you do get the flare up, which it's very painful, it's like a burning with itching, like severe itching. It's like unbelievably painful. It takes a while for it to kick in, and I think there's a lot of misconception that a lot of people put so much on it, but you don't really need, like, you need this much. So I think when I was low on the Nupercano and I wanted to see if maybe there's something out there, I went on Amazon and I was just looking around, and for whatever reason, one of the suggestions suggested this ointment, and I can't read this. This is all in Chinese characters. And I think this is some kind of like 100 or 200-year-old recipe ointment for hemorrhoids. So I thought, when I mean, this is anybody who's ever had like a hemorrhoid issue, I think you can understand when you are in that much pain, like you're gonna try everything and anything that will really work because it's very uncomfortable, it's embarrassing, it's just like you just want the pain, the itchiness, the burning to stop. So I really didn't think, I mean, look at it. Look at how small it is. And this is 10 grams, I think. Look at how small that is. And this is a destined tube. This is 4 ounces. Look at the difference. Okay, look at the difference in size. I know my Nupercanol is 2 ounces, and it's, not as big as this, but just look at the difference of that. So I bought this together with the Nupercanol because just in case this didn't work, I knew the Nupercanol was the best one. And it's weird how it's the cheapest one out of everything that I've tried, and it works the best. I mean the numbing anyway. And yeah, my doctor even prescribed me lidocaine, the prescription version, and it was just numbing it. Because that's really what Nupercanol and a lot of hemorrhoid creams are. It's just a lot of lidocaine or a different kind of cane. It's just a similar, it comes from a similar source, but they're just processed differently. So I will give you guys the link below. And when I got this, I got the multi-pack. I think I got like 3 or 5. And I've been using this only when I need it. When I need it would be when it itches, when it burns. I've had this for a few months now, and this is my first tube. And just see how much I've used it. It's not, there's still a lot in here. You don't really need a lot, just that much. I remember when I delivered my baby, the doctor delivering it, she said there was a hemorrhoid this big. I couldn't see it, so I don't know, but she said there was a hemorrhoid this big, and she said I had like a lot of them, and it was really uncomfortable sitting down. It's really uncomfortable, and then it was just always common for like it would just be kind of hard to sit down, to go to a number 2, everything. It was even walking around, like I don't know why, but like everything, like it wakes me up in the middle of the night. It's so painful. So I'm really glad that I got this because I used this, and I think I used this even right after I gave birth, and it actually gets rid of the hemorrhoid. I think there's 1 left, but I think I had like 6 the most. So I mean, that's a huge improvement. I think I used this week because there was like a little bit of itching and a little bit of bleeding, but I think the last time I used this was at least 2 weeks ago before this week. So it hasn't been every day, but I'm kind of thinking because I still have 1 left, maybe I'll try to use it every day. And what I noticed when I would be using the other ointments and the other hemorrhoid oils, all the treatment that I would do, I would have to use it every 30 minutes to an hour maybe, or even when I just need to go pee, if I don't need to do a number 2, I still felt like I needed to use it because it was really hurting. So I just kept using it. But this one though, I don't feel like I need to use it that often. I think I use it maybe 2 to 3 times in a day in a 24-hour period. And if for example, you haven't treated it right, and you have all this pain, all this stuff, and it's not overnight that it helps right away. But with this one, it helped in a few hours, what I noticed. And this is from like you haven't used any kind of hemorrhoid treatment for a few days. you ran out maybe, or it's been building up and you just kind of thought maybe it's just going to go away. Maybe it's not going to go bad, but it did. And from the start of, from day one, when it would start would be probably, you saw a little bit of bleeding. It was a little bit uncomfortable. It was a little bit itchy. And that was it. That would be day one for me, that I would start counting. And then the intensity just increased like 2 or 3 days later, because you didn't treat it on day one. And 2 or 3 days later, no matter what ointment, anything you put on there, it's just not going to work that instantly. It's going to take, from my experience, 2 to 3 days. With this, it works within a day that I can remember. And it's just because it's been a month or so that, you know, that I had that kind of really horrible experience that I don't even remember how long it takes. It takes like, it's a lot quicker than any other ointment that I've ever tried. With the other ones, my gosh, I go through them so fast. So, I think this is the best hemorrhoid treatment in the market ever. I mean, this has been on, I mean, it gives you some kind of info when you buy this. And if this has been on for at least 100 years or 200 years, I mean, it's been working for that long, so it does work. It is cooling. It doesn't burn. I think it's the camphor that's on there that helps with the cooling. I think it also said it has some kind of menthol, I'm not sure. But whatever they put on here, it works. The downside of this is that it has like a weird kind of herby, kind of like a very, very pungent kind of herby kind of smell to it. It doesn't linger that long. Yeah, when it smells, it's just like a very earthy, kind of herby, kind of similar to just like very strong, pungent. Like if you've ever gone to like an herbalist or an herbal pharmacy, like it just has that like intense herbal smell. That's the only con I've ever experienced, because when you think about it, how less frequently you use this, it's not really that expensive. Because when I computed it, you know, per ounce to the Nupercino, this is definitely more expensive. However, when you are in that much pain, a Nupercino tube, like the 2-ounce tube, you can go through that in 1 to 2 weeks. This has been my first tube, and it's been months. So, I mean, yeah, on face value, it is more expensive. But on the frequency of your using it, it's really not. Plus, can you really put a price tag on something that works? I don't think so. So I would definitely recommend this. And again, I can't pronounce what this is. I will just copy and paste the name they label it on Amazon. I will put a link down below and where I got it, just so you can find it if you're interested. To me, from using more than 10 or 15 different types of treatment for hemorrhoids, I think I even took like pills before. This definitely works the best. This is the only thing that I've considered, that I've experienced, that actually gets rid of your hemorrhoid. Like, it's not like dangling there anymore. It disappears. I heard some people have like 5 hemorrhoids and they've had it for 10 years and it never disappears. Well, with this, it seemed to help disappear what I had. Still have the one, but I'm trying to, I think I'm going to put this on regularly just to make sure maybe it will disappear too. So that's it. If you have any questions, comments, anything, if you want to know anything more that I didn't cover in regards to this hemorrhoid treatment, please feel free to go down below. And I do have email down there. You can follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter. And thank you so much, guys. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye.